Next is I'm going to set dependencies. Dependencies means all the jar files which are required to run this project we need to set into the pom.xml. I'm coming here on the pom.xml. Here we have the section dependencies. I can add any number of dependencies over here. So first dependency that I need is Selenium. So I need for this project, I need two dependencies. One is Selenium dependency and other one is TestNG. So I'm just going to the Maven repository, and first of all I'm searching for Selenium dependency. So here we are getting a dependency for the Selenium server. This jar contains all the libraries related to the Selenium. So I just click on this. We have different versions. I'm taking 3.1 version. You can take any latest version. Yes. So now we have details for the Selenium dependencies. I'm just coming here on my Eclipse. In the dependencies section, click on add. Now we need to fill the details which we are getting here. So my group ID is this. Just copied it and pasted over here. My artifact ID is Selenium server and the version is 3.1.0. So artifact ID is this, version 3.1.0. Click on OK. So one dependency is added. One more dependency I need, it's a TestNG jar. So I'm just coming on Maven repository, TestNG. Here I'm taking version 6.10. Again we have three information: group ID, artifact ID and a version. So I can take group ID is this, artifact ID is TestNG and version 6.10. So moving to Eclipse, TestNG 6.10. Just click on OK. So here both the dependencies which are required for me, I have added onto the Eclipse in the pom.xml. Just save it. Here you will notice it is building workspace, means it is downloading all these jar files, or I'll say dependency files. Once everything is done, you can check it here in the Maven dependency section. We are getting these jar files over here. So here I have added these dependencies and now I'm ready to write my test case. Moving to the test case, as of now I'm just using only test annotation of my TestNG. Using TestNG annotation, public void test case 1. Again, as we know, we can create object of the drivers. So I'm just creating the object of the Chrome driver. It's a very simple test case I'm just creating. Aim of the session is to execute these test case from the Jenkins. So very simple test case I'm creating, in which opening a Facebook URL and then finding out the element. So that's a username text box. I already know the ID, so that's why I'm directly placing my element locator here. You need to check your element locator and then place it over here. And I want to enter some text in this text box. In the same way, also as we know, before creating a Chrome driver object, we need to set system dot set property webdriver dot chrome dot driver, and the value is that exe path. So that exe the plugin exe for Chrome. I'm creating a folder inside my project with the name driver, picking that exe file from my system, copying it from here and pasting into the driver folder. Now I'm giving the path of my project itself. So // means current project. Go to the driver folder and chrome driver.exe. So a very simple first test case is ready. I just want to execute it so that we can check it is working fine or not. And if it's working fine, then we can move to the next. So now I want to update this test case. First of all, I'm just quitting the browser at the end. So that's a simple test case I have created. And for this complete scenario, I'm just going to copy this test case, going to create multiple test case. So I'm just copying the same test case so that we have multiple test case when it's going to execute from Jenkins, so we can easily understand the flow. So that's all we have for this session. Here we have seen how we can set up a Maven project. In next session, I'll show you how we can execute this test case through Maven. That's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.